files into file, one for each lab, so that you guys can easily, refer to the video later on. All right, so first thing, let me see. Should I just share my screen right now? Okay. I think I just go ahead and share my screen right now. Because I'm going to talk about continuously 10 hours, almost 10 hours. So I'm not going to speak too loud, otherwise I'm going to, I will not last so long for 10 hours. So I'm going to speak a bit soft, so I hope you can hear my voice clearly. Okay, by now I think you should be able to see my screen. Okay, let me put down the all important points on this MS Word. So today is 18. Okay, so this class is a circuit theory one. Okay. And the first thing is some of the plan we're going to execute. There is a 5 labs totally. Okay, total we have 5 labs. So we have 10 hours. Looks like we have 2 hours per lab. Usually first lab will take longer because I need to explain it, I need to explain all the requirements. And what you need in the first place is what? Is a blank, start with a blank Microsoft Word files. Okay, just like that. I'm going to open up another file for the Microsoft Word. Okay, let me open up another one. Which one I would like to open? Let's see. Let's go ahead and download the declaration form. Let's go ahead and to the heading to the FlexLearn website and download this so-called the assignment declaration form. Okay, let's go ahead and download this one. You can do the same at the same time. So let's create another folder here on my PC. Let's create something called a CD1 lab. I think you should save that. Wait a minute. I should download here, not here actually. I clicked the wrong one. I should click on the button here to download the PDF file instead of download the HTML file. I should click here to download the PDF. So let's start. Wait a minute. Oh, this is assignment. See, make a mistake here. This is assignment 2. Is the one you should also download it. You should also download this file. So you know what's going on. You have to read all the steps also later on. Okay, let's click on this file again, and then click on the other button, download it. So I'm going to download this one into the lab one. Okay, when you open this file, you can see there's a declaration form. Let's see if we can convert this one to Microsoft Word file or not. Okay, let's try to open another file. Let's see if we can open it and convert it to Microsoft Word file. I hope we can do that, so that we don't need to retype everything. So the Word will now convert by PDF file. Okay, click yes. Okay, it looks like we can be done. Okay, and then enable the editing. Now you have this form which you need to fill up. I'm going to give you time to fill out the form. Okay, looks like slightly overlap to the second page. I think it's okay. Just go ahead and fill out all the details. Okay, so you guys can start filling out this form. Using your personal particulars, with your personal particulars or the student ID like that. class code. Okay, you fill up. Let me look for other information. So this is the first step. Okay, to fill up the assignment declaration form. Let me put it down here. Step 1. PreLab. This is called a PreLab. Okay, just go ahead and do that. I'm going to wait for you. Meanwhile, I'm going to setting up the some of the files. Are you guys ready? Okay, go ahead and fill out the form. I will come back later on. Meanwhile, I'm checking on some other information. I'm going to dig out some of the example from the previous semester to make sure that whatever we fill up is correct. Let me find out the assignment. Can we see? Usually I will save it somewhere. Stranger. Probably I save another pen drive. Let me go ahead and look for it. Can't see the previous assignment in this pen drive. It's likely another pen drive. What should I do? See. So another space here. Yeah, probably I found it. Yeah, I think I found it. It's this the one. Just let me copy it. Let me copy it. Transfer it to the new folder. It's called a DNA2, right? DNA2. If you want to ask any question, you can go ahead and go right ahead and ask a question. You can type your message here in the chat box, or you can use your mic. Looks like many students are not joining us. Probably they wait for the video. That's why I have to make sure the radio must be, the recorder must be running at all time. I need to come back and check frequently. Hold on, I'm setting up some files. All right, let's while waiting for you guys to fill out the form, let's talk about set number 2. Set number 2, I think you should go ahead and download and install it if you haven't done so. So download and install LT Spice. Okay, into your PC. Then you look for the file. You just go to Google and type LT Spice. Let's say put the download here. Looks like the first one is the right one. Not for this third-party website, I think not all these are third-party website. I think this is the official website. Analog devices. Okay, go ahead and download this. I think most people are using, I presume most of the people are using 64-bit, right? So I'm going to copy this link here. Okay. Copy the link here, and then you can type the link here. LT Spice. Okay, I'm almost done here. My file setting was not done. I just need to see that this one. So far, okay, everyone? Anyone facing any issue? We haven't actually started. we haven't actually started yet, right? We are now setting up all the hardware and software. Okay, I remember in the previous semester we are kind of like worried about whether we have enough time to complete all the labs or not. So we're a bit hurry. So this time we will not do the same again. We are just make sure we get every step done correctly. Okay. Hold on. All right. As you know, we haven't actually complete assignment 1 yet. As you know, it's a bit awkward, right? It's a bit unusual. But this is the way how it goes. You see, we haven't actually complete our assignment 1. Now we jump straight to assignment 2. Okay, because this is how they schedule it. But you allowed the time until October 10. I think your assignment 2 will be the due date will be much a later state, later date. Let me check. Let me check your assignment number 2. Where is it? Here. I think your assignment 2 will be somewhere in October, I believe. Oh, in November. Whoa. That means you have 2 months from now to submit it. That's why I said it's a bit awkward, right? We haven't completed our assignment 1 yet, but we still worry about the assignment 2. We are working on the assignment 2 right now. Okay, but this is the way how it goes. Okay, we are on the right track. Don't worry. Okay, so right now, after you download and install it, and then you go ahead and search for it. LT Spice. Okay, like this. Okay, then you can run it. You see, the last time I installed it was almost a year ago. I don't think I'm going to update it. I don't think I think that the basic feature is good enough. And what the update will do is adding a more more components. We have no software issue, software error in the past, so I'm going to update it. Okay. I worry that when I update, I probably screw up the software, and I'm going to waste some more time. Let me see. This word is giving me some trouble here. You want me to log in with my school account. I think I have to sign in. I thought I can skip this step because signing in using my school email, the office will not allow me to use it. This is a problem with the license under the school. It's a problem. Oh, never mind. Just focus on the task here. Actually, this is not what I'm looking for. Let me look for another one. CP1. Don't worry, I think we can start almost immediately. You'll just give me some more time here. Let me find that one. I think I found already. Because the lab question changed a bit in the last semester. That's why I have to make sure that I'm referring to the right one. I have to make sure I have the latest version here. 20A. All right, I'm all the way there. Okay, guys, you need to fill out the form. Let's see. Here, I have the account problem right now. Strange, huh? I never encountered this before. Okay, let's fill up this one. I think going to be 2022, right? The second semester. And then this is your name, your ID. The CAS code going to be, let me see. The CAS code, usually we better look for it online here. So this is a class code, CT111, CT11. Okay, this is our class code. Hey, wait a minute. We have the class codes over here, the course code here, all right? So to mix up these two. One's a class code, one's a course code. Okay, the title, course title, I think it's referred to the class title, right? The course title should be circuit theory 1. Assignment number 2. How many pages we are going to be decided later? Okay, this is my name. So what? How come this is a funny short form here? I've never seen this before. Why they want to do that? Why they want to put a short form here? For what reason? No idea. Okay, let's fill out your name also here with your IC. Your name and your IC here. Okay, fill out your name and your IC number and the date also. Going to be today. And then make sure you save it. So this is the. I'm going to rename this one as the using the the naming convention we talked about. I think you should first start with the class code. We start from here. Okay, start from here. And then underscore your student ID. Because I don't have student ID, if I have, I also don't want to type it in to probably confuse you also. You should type your own student ID, and then you should type A2 here, A2 for assignment number 2. So let me double confirm it. I can easily confirm it. Let me see the instruction is still there or not. I remember I can refer to the instruction here, down below here. Class code, student ID, assignment number, and actually I need to type assignment number instead of just A2. So this example here, I should type assignment 2. Okay, instead of A2, it's better to type assignment 2. Okay, let's look at the. I remember the first question is, oh yeah, this time is really different. You see, this time the question 1 is the lab already. You see, in the previous semester, question 1 and 2 still the some question from the theory side. You need to study and then try to answer the question. But this time assignment 2 is purely on lab instead of a mix from the mix of the theory question and also the lab. And this time you really don't need to worry about any theory question. All you need to do is just to prepare a nice lab report. All right, I think you guys already been working on your so-called the declaration form. Okay, so before we begin, I need to say a few words on this marking scheme. This is step 3. Okay, and the step 2, I hope you can complete it also. Okay, step 3 is understand the marking scheme. So what is this about? Let me what is this? This file haven't been saved yet. Okay, let's save this file also. because it's raining outside actually. I'm just worried we might have a thunderstorm, because when this happens, usually my house tower will trip, because it's very sensitive to the thunderstorm. So when that happens, you may see me offline for a while. It's okay, you know. When you see me suddenly offline, most likely we have a thunderstorm in my area. So I just say here is the information. Okay, let's talk about the marketing scheme. Any message for me? No. Who is our cost coordinator? All right, this is a good question. I think you can use the LT slide in the Mac also. Just now I think I saw that Mac OS here. Okay, because actually no idea how many students are using the Mac PC. You know, I have no idea how many percent are using the Mac PC. So usually I will just prepare the Windows version. Yeah, this is how it looks like. You know, only the last file extension looks different. Otherwise, everything's the same. Okay, this is for the Mac OS. Okay, but of course for the Windows. All right, looks like everything going smoothly right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to explain to you what I mean by the marketing scheme. As you scrolling down the lab sheet, we call the lab sheet here. At the at the really large last page here, I mean the page number 20 to 21, somewhere in between 20 to 21, you may come across something called the rubric. We call the rubric for assessing the lab reports. You can see it presents some kind of marking scheme, right? Some kind of marking scheme for the lab. Okay, let's focus on this left column here, the left column. The first one is called the PreLab, you know. So how do I know whether you have any background information? Is by looking at your overall, lab report to decide whether do you come here and well prepared or some or you know. But this is just one assessment, you know, so don't need to worry about this too much. Actually, it more focused on the introduction. You can see here. You can look at if you want to get a full score. I mean, excellent. The full score is 4. You need to present a very well done introduction section. Complete introduction, well written, provide all the necessary background principles and theories for the experiments. So looks like you need to prepare. Okay, you can of course prepare it right now, later on, or someday later, because you remember you have 2 months. You have 2 months for you to do that. So if you didn't do a good job, you have just provide 1 or 2 paragraphs, you know, and apparently the introduction is not complete, and that's why I have to give you a 2 score, 2, okay, instead of 4. And the second one is the procedure. I mean, every step I can find every step, all the steps in your reports contain all the relevant information about the method used. Okay, you can read through it to see how to get a measurement score excellent. Looks like 3 and 4, they are quite close. See, it looks like the 3 has more words. Don't know why. All right, never mind. Okay, all the procedures are clear and systematically. stated. Section 2, you need to get your procedure done. Okay, section 2 on your lab report. The next one would be results. Results also contain the not just the figure, not just the table or something. They also include might include the graphs, also the numerical result, like the current and the voltage reading. So these we call the figures. Now you most likely will put it in a table or something. Okay, so this is very common. It's called a result section. Next one will be a discussion. So in this section, you're supposed to do what? All the important trends and data comparison. You need to compare the data actually. Okay, you need to compare the data and do some kind of analysis, data analysis. Sometimes we call it the what? Yeah, I just call it data analysis, I think. You need to analyze the data to see any trend you can find or not. So what do you mean by trend? Trend in the data data set means the from the data you get, it just suggests that the higher the voltage, the higher the output, or the highest the voltage, the lower the efficiency, something like that, the trend. Example, give you another example. For example, as the resistance value are going higher or going higher, and well the efficiency also go together also. You'll get higher efficiency also when you increase the resistance values. So these are all the trend you can find in your data. Try to see whether you can see through the data, and then actually see the trend in the data. Okay. I hope later when we have some data, we can try to find the trend. That's why you have to interpret it correctly. Example, you're getting all the voltages. You should write how many volt, right? Instead of just how many amperes for the current. So you need to be interpreted correctly, and especially the units that you're going to use has to be correct. Okay, and also the your decimal places, the floating points, the decimal place you use, any way, whether you can represent the data correctly or not, using the correct units or spacing or whatever, formats, scientific formula format, what kind of all the format you use it correctly. And you're also supposed to discuss about your data, the data you collected. Okay, we hope we can do that. Give you some example later on. And good understanding of the result is that means not just taking the data. Don't assume that you're coming to the lab and while get all the circuit done and then collect all the data and that's it. Okay, this is not what we asked for. The assignment asked for is a complete understanding of what you're doing. The evidence can be found from the your all the information that you prepare in your reports, all the discussion section, the result section. From there, we can tell whether how much you actually, how many percent you have met, based on the requirement. Okay, so the last one is a conclusion. I think conclusion is clear, right? You need to derive from the simulated and analyzed data, not from other source. Okay, so you have to, based on your analyzed data, your conclusion based on whatever statement you find online, and need to be clear it need to be clear and answer the lab question and objective. You see, every lab also come with some 1 or 2 questions here like this, a question. So you're supposed to answer the question in the conclusion section. Answer the lab questions or objectives. Okay, so make sure we remember how to do that. Okay, what's now? So this is what we call the marking scheme. I don't know whether you guys are clear or not on this part, because this is a trend for today's education now. I mean the educational teaching methods. They like to use all this rubric to assess the student assignment. You know, instead of just based on the what we feel how much you have learned and give you a random score, example 85 or 84 or 70, 75. We are actually had to base on the evidence, based on the evidence we can find. So all the evidence must be following the some kind of the pre-design, we call the pre-design rubric. So from this pre-design rubric, we fill up your score. Okay, we fill your score. So let's continue to look at how we grade your assignment. You see the first section, introduction, it carry the weights of 2.5. So it's compared to the next one is a bit less, right? The next one's a 4. So let's say you get 4. You are doing excellent on your introduction. So 4 times 2.5, you get 10. See, this is how you get the 10 score here. Okay, and then for the next one, looks like this student also getting excellent for the procedure. So he got a full score for this section. I mean 16. 4 times 4, excellent. 4 times 4, you get 16. On the next one, looks like he also get the maximum. 8 times 4, 32. This one also full. Wait, that means you get 100 already. This is just a full score. So if you add up all the number here, let me try to add up to see whether this makes sense or not. So if we add up all the maximum score, I mean the 10 plus 16 plus 32 and 30 and 12. So we come to 100 maximum score, right? So you have to know that in order to get 100 score, that means you need to get all the excellent in every section. So if one of the section you get satisfied or good, probably you'll end up in the 70 or 80s score maximum. So I have to take your score over 100 times 20%. So why 20%? Because we have what? We have 5 questions. So each question have allocated 20%. You can see here. Okay, so let me give one example. Let me get one example here, because I think this is quite important. Introduction, let's say you get 3 out of 4. You get 3. 3 is satisfactory, right? Or 3 is good. Okay, 3 is good. Mean you get 3 times 2.5, get 7.5 here. Okay, so the next one will be procedure. Full name, procedure. Let's say you get excellent. Okay, excellent. And therefore, you get 4 times 4, you get 16. Next one is result. And let's say you get good result, equal to 3 times, this is just example only, right? 3 times, what's the weightage for the result? It's 8, right? 3 times 8. So you get how many? 34 here. Next one, discussion. Morning at feel a bit slow. Let's say you get quite poor. Let's say you get a satisfactory. Satisfactory is equal to 2 times, weight is quite high also for discussion, 7.5. 2 times 7.5, it come to 15. And the last one, conclusion. Okay, let's say you get good. So you get 3 times 3 only. And 9. So let's find the total. Total would be, I get my calculator. 7.5 plus 16 plus 24 plus 15 plus 9. So if I'm correct, this should be 75.5, so 71.5. So I have to divide it by 100%. As you know, the maximum score is 100%. I think then I need to multiply by the 20% of for this question. So it looks like you will get 14.3 over 20 for this question. Every question has 20 point maximum. That's why all add up to come to 100. So you'll get 14.3 for this question. So presume you get the other remaining 4, you get the same marks. So you will get how many? So if you times 5, you'll get about 71 only. You see, probably it's not good enough for the grade A. So in order to get a grade A for assignment 2, looks like you cannot end up in the number 2 here. Especially this is our strategy. You see, now I'm talking about the strategy. In order to get a grade A, you have to look at the weightage. You see, this weightage is a 7.5. It's a bit heavy. So it suggests that you need to put more time into the this section and make sure you get a good score in this section. Probably for the conclusion section, probably you can be a bit relaxed. You don't need to put too much effort into it because it's only a 3 weight. The weight is only 3. If you compare to others, we have 8. We have the 4. So the results and the discussion, these 2 carry most weightage. That's why I try to remind you on this one also. Try to make sure that on these 2 sections you do a good job on these 2 sections. So let me highlight this one. Result and discussion. See, because the weightage is 8 and 7.5. The rest is okay. The rest, if you spend half an hour to do it, end up with another mark, probably will not bring you too far. Because it's time 4 or time 3. I don't think it make much make a big difference. But not for the results and this discussion section, where you need to multiply by 8 and 7.5. You see, just now I do a quick calculation. 14.5, so 14.3 is not good enough for the grade A. So if I key in, for example, if I come to your assignment here and I simply pick one student, you haven't submit yet. I cannot key in. You see, I cannot key in. Otherwise, I want to test whether is it easy to get a grade A or not. It should be easy, so it should be easy. Don't worry. I just want to let you know this how we mark your lab reports. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, so far we haven't actually start the lab yet. We just go through the introduction and the preparation. But now we already come to 8:45. I think we should have a break. We shouldn't stay at the screen for more than 45 minutes. It's not good for our eyes. Okay, we're going to take a break now, everyone. We'll come back a bit later. Okay. Let's say we have the 10 minutes break. This is the first hour. I will continue until we complete that one. Okay, we'll come back later, guys. All right. Okay, I'm back. Just now when I think about it, I think, okay, just now I think about the recording sessions. I think it's better to name this the first recording session as a pre-lab, so that we can refer to the lab one straight, without going through the introduction. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording now and restart again. So from now on, we're going to be beginning of lab one.